Vicky's Corner at alyricalbody.com. We've been talking about barre and Pilates and the combination of what a great workout it is. So I'm going to give you some exercises that are really easy to do at home that are barre inspired. Now you don't need a barre. You can do this with a chair. If your balance is great, you don't even need to be holding on to anything. But if you are going to use something, try to make sure that it's not going to be at a height that makes you lift into your shoulders. You can use it for support, for a little bit of help with balance, but the shoulders can stay nice and relaxed as you do it. So we're going to stand here in our first position, meaning heels together, toes apart. So we're turned out through the legs. And as soon as you turn out, you should feel a lot of glute action happening to make that happen for you. The core is going to be nice and strong, and you're nice and tall through the torso. From here, we're going to do a plie. So we want to bend the knees, thinking of fanning the thighs out nice and wide open. But what we're not doing is hinging forward so it doesn't become like a squat position. So you are going to be limited in how far you can bend. You want to bend only as low as your back stays nice and straight as if you're on a wall. Then we're going to rise up, squeezing the bum and inner thighs. Let's do 7 more. So we're going to bend and squeeze up. And for 6, feel those inner thighs. 5, keep the abs strong. For 4, think of the knees going over the baby toes. For 3, squeeze into the glutes. For 2, nice and tall through the body. 1 more, we're going to hold this plie. From here, we're just going to lift the heels a bit. So we're going to lift the heels, lower the heels. So we're staying in that plie as we do this. We're just rising up, lowering down. When you lower, think of pushing your heels into the floor. So you get a little bit more from the bum happening. Abs are connected. Good, we've got 2 more to do here. Last one, and we're going to hold. Now we're up on the toes, we're open in the thighs, and we're going to think of pressing the thighs even wider. Wider for 8, 7, feel the glutes, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Now hold it here, and we're going to go down. So we drop for 8, drop for 7, keep the thighs open for 6, tummy tight 5, I'm thinking of getting taller, 4, 3, 2, 1, go all the way up to straight legs and lower those heels back down. Now if you did it sideways like I did just for you to see, you're going to have to turn around and do it on the other side as well to even the body out. But really easy if you just face forward to do the whole thing. Now we're going to stay sideways though, or if you face the bar, turn yourself to go sideways, rotating your feet to parallel. From here, one hand on the hip, for just a little bit of stability, and you're going to take your outside foot and step it back behind you. From here, we're going to bend down through both knees, keeping the hips nice and level, and then squeezing the glutes, rise on up. Bend and squeeze up. Bend and rise up, feeling the core working the whole time. Tall through the body and rise up. For 3, lift, make sure you're not leaning on the bar. 2, rise up. Last one, lift and hold. Now stay lifted through the body nice and tall. Shift your weight forward and lift that back foot slightly off the floor. Tap it back down. Lift and lower it. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. For 4, lower, keep the leg long. 3, and lower. 2, lower. 1 more time, lower it down, bring the leg in, and we're going to turn around. Again, holding lightly onto whatever surface that you're using, one hand on the hip. Stepping the outside foot back, so you're on a nice tippy toe through the leg, tall through the body, and we're going to bend down and squeeze to rise up. Lower and lift. Keeping the core strong the whole way through, and thinking of the lift up as a push from the bum. Keeping tall, tight through your abs. For 3 more, squeeze to lift. For 2, and last one, lowering down, rising up. Hold. Tip the weight forward so you feel like you're on your toes more. And we're going to lift the back leg and tap it down. Feel the lift coming from the glute and hamstring, lower down. Try to keep the abs connecting so you're not going into your lower back. And lower. We're going to do 4 and lower. The standing leg glute working as well for 3 and lower. For 2 and lower. One more time. Lower it down and release it back in.